New at 11, as coronavirus concerns were ramping up in Clark County, some restaurants were still not making the grade with the health district. And Darcy Spears tonight takes a different twist on dirty dining, now focusing on the imminent hazards posing a risk to health during this time of heightened awareness.
We're in an empty dining room because that's the way it's got to be right now. If you're serving the public, it has to be through takeout or delivery. Instead of focusing on what went wrong here, we're looking at how they turned a wrong into a right. Famous Dave's never thought it would wind up on dirty dining.
More than anything, it really was bad timing.
The barbecue restaurant on Blue Diamond in Arville was shut down March 9th after inspectors validated a complaint that they were operating without adequate hot water, which requires self-closure and notifying the health district.
I guess, everybody didn't get the memo that we're supposed to notify, but we did the responsible thing, was to shut down.
Without hot water, neither hands nor dishes can be properly washed and sanitized per the health code. Famous Dave's did self-close, but then reopened when they thought they were good to go. They wouldn't have ordered you to shut down for an imminent health hazard if there wasn't any food prep going on during that time.
Correct, yeah.
So what's the disconnect there?
So the disconnect was we were told by our maintenance crew that we were going to be fully operational by 11 a.m. So we went based off that.
A plumber was on site when the inspector arrived, but there was no hot water in the kitchen. Famous Dave's was reopened later that same day with an 8 demerit A grade, but just over a week later,
and then you have a loaded.
Everything changed.
Pedro, say hi. Hi, Pedro. Hi, good morning. How are you?
Like many restaurants struggling to survive, Famous Dave's is now all takeout all the time. That plus curbside pickup and delivery with a laser focus on deep cleaning in the kitchen. This board keeps track of all those tasks. Area Director Tino Rodriguez says though employees have been furloughed, there will be no layoffs. Those who can't serve or cook and want to keep making money during the furlough are welcome to come in and help clean. If nothing else, when you are allowed to bring the public back in, you feel comfortable telling them they're coming into about the cleanest environment since you opened your doors?
Absolutely. I mean, and that not just my restaurant.
He hopes everyone is taking advantage of this unfortunate time to deep clean, and with that in mind, here are a few places that need to heed that advice. Cold Stone Creamery on North Durango in the 215 was shut down March 10th after a validated complaint that employees were not washing hands before serving and that there was no person in charge to enforce the health code. The only restroom accessible to employees stunk and couldn't flush. And equipment, coolers, food contact surfaces, shelves, floors, and walls throughout the facility were excessively dirty. There was also no employee health policy about when not to come to work. Despite all that, Cold Stone was back to a 0 demerit A the next day, March 11th. Thai Place on Maryland Parkway in Flamingo was shut down March 13th for a multi-generational cockroach infestation. Inspectors found bugs infesting an outlet, on walls, inside wooden cabinets, and beneath metal shelving where bulk seasonings mingled with trash and debris. There was also a large amount of roach feces surrounding outlets near hand sinks, behind the freezer, and on walls. Heavy grease buildup and old food throughout the facility contributed to the infestation. The health district's website shows Thai Place is still closed. And finally, China Star on Craig between Revere and Martin Luther King got a 39 demerit C grade on its March 9th inspection. Violations included food in the temperature danger zone for more than 4 hours, not cleaning and sanitizing equipment or work surfaces between preparing different types of raw meat, and a repeat major violation for the dish machine not sanitizing. There were also fly strips hanging over the prep sink, tongs stored on a gas pipe, and the interior freezer door and walls were extremely rusted. China Star was back to a 0 demerit A on March 13th. We did reach out to Cold Stone, China Star, and Thai Place to get their explanation for the violations, but none of them answered the phone. Darcy Spears, 13 Investigates.